This chapter is separated by two sections. In the first place, it concentrates on what happens to the individual that feel stuck and what are the outcomes of that. Then again, the last part gives the arrangement or mindset that the individual need to take with a specific end goal to invert the circumstance and quit being trapped. The editor segment is upheld with the case of Shakespeare and how he was never sufficient for himself. That is the way that the individual feels when she or he defends an objective which cannot be come to. For instance, this can be seen these days when a man has the strength to get into med school, yet it's too hard, and the evaluations doesn't allow to access in. Conversely, the second part is bolstered with an account of Julie's deep sense of being about the diverse approach by two rabbis in a similar circumstance. Besides, the writer demonstrates that each individual adapts to accomplish something positive with the blessing that we have, and we should spirit them over the word happily. The fundamental esteem supported by this part is to act naturally and unique. Many individuals are stuck in the light of the fact that they take a step at being something that they are not, so they don't feel good with that, and afterward they wind up feeling stuck. Being that as it may, if the individual is consistent with what he or she is, abstaining from attempting to look better or well individuals at that point, everything will go smoother. By this point of view, individuals can understand or, if nothing else, attempt to search for their blessing and work on them. For instance, if a man feels stuck, subsequent to perusing this part, she or he will have the capacity to, rather than following in that same way, change and search for something new that fits them. The same number of different sections. This is sure and useful on the grounds that it can help everybody. Each individual on the planet has novel blessing. What's more, this endowment can enable yourself and also other two individuals. The Creator makes an unmistakable perspective, and this is very individual need to locate their own particular music. Moreover, it's said this is the main individual to influence you to quit being stuck in yourself. There won't be any other person ready to do as such much more in this day society where everything is continually evolving. At last, the creator additionally focuses on that the stuck individuals are the ones that decline to being the best that we are. I think that this chapter is very valuable and is inspirational. It's hard to find yourself, but if we want to live happy, we need to know how to do it. It might take some time. We may have many fails, but in the end, we should understand what makes us happy. The conclusion is that everyone should think about the path in their life and conclude if they have or not found their way yet. If the conclusion is not positive, no one should be afraid of change. They should try with a new path that may be right. The other topic I'm going to discuss is why we were born. There is also two parts of this chapter. The first part tells the story about Mary Louise, who is a woman in a wheelchair. The other point that we didn't choose to be born, but we make our own life. The first one has a inspirational story about Mary Louise and her life with in a wheelchair. The other part of chapter tells the story about congregation subscriptions of their rabbi and how they learned important life lessons. In this part, I got the answer on question why we were born, and the other said is to finish what God has left undone. This means that we should help to make our society as better as possible. This chapter actually helps to understand that we can help society by using our strength. And then we are here on this world with a reason, with influencing others with our strength. We can help improve society. And others said we are here because the God has something undone, and we should make it as better as possible. We have to try to be happy, make others happy, and live with the joy. Like Mary Louise did in story provided. The importance of this topic is that people can realize their potential and use it in an effective and good way for them as well as the rest of people. If we will appreciate and understand others' potential as well as our own, societies will improve in every area like spirituality, happiness, or solidarity. That is why this material matters so much because it has the possibility to make an impact on the writer and the person's perspective on this topic.